Shalom Yasharala, all praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the legmen feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, in sincerity and truth with this great gospel coming out of our Bible, man. Coming out of our Bible. And there's certain rules and regulations that for you to obtain this wisdom, you got to abide by, man. Right? The Lord is not dealing with somebody who think they know everything. The Lord's not dealing. The Bible said you got to come as babes, right? You got to put off that old man, because a lot of jakes, man, they trying to mix this truth with old shit, right? It's another thing. They trying to bring their emotions, right? Their emotion feel. Well, I feel it should be this way. Nobody give a fuck how you feel about nothing. If you don't speak according to this word, it's because there is no light in you. We're only dealing with the believers, right? For what if some did not believe? You ain't gonna do nothing to change this gospel, right? You're gonna play your part, and you're gonna fucking come in this truth, and the Lord gonna destroy you. That's what a lot of you people are set up here for. Because one thing we know according to the scriptures, the Lord is dealing with a small number. Not with a large number, a small number. I'm reading the book of Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. It reads, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High. Right? And be more ready to hear. Right? When you come dealing with the men of the Lord, be more ready to hear than to give sacrifice of a fool, for they consider not that they do evil. Yeah, nobody cares about how you feel. Right? Shut the fuck up. Attend to this gospel. Attend to this truth and learn. Right? The same way you learn that bullshit in school, right? All that false history. All that false science. All that stuff you did not question in the schools. But once you come against the men of the Lord, reading straight out of the book of the Lord, breaking down the words correctly, you want to question what we're saying. Right? And you want to put in your input. Right? You want to put in how you feel. I'm reading it again, Ecclesiastes 5 verse 1. It reads, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Lord. Yahweh, keep the house of the Most High, and be more ready to what? And be more ready to hear than to give sacrifice of fools. For they consider not that they do evil. I'm going to read the book of James 1 and 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. Right? You should listen. Right? You should listen. The Bible said what? They listened, they heard, and they went back and seen if these words were true. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to just believe it because we said it. No, you're supposed to do what? Research. You're supposed to do research. Right? I'm reading the book of Proverbs 10 and 19. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. Yeah, hold your fucking peace when you come to the house of the Lord. Because it don't matter how you feel or what you think. You just need to be listening. You need to be listening. A lot of the cats get offended over the things that we are saying. Right? Over the things that we are saying. You don't interrupt a man of the Lord when they're done. Then you could ask your so-called questions. But we're here, to edify. We're not here to please men, right? It's a lot of man-pleasing spirit out here. That's not what we're here for. Because these words are supposed to hurt your spirit. I'm reading the book of... Oh, here we go. Perfect. This is Proverbs 17 and 28. Even a fool, right? Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. Right? Look at that boy Clarence Thomas, man. They said for a long time he didn't say nothing in the Supreme Court. He just kept quiet. Still there, doing his thing, right? He was still making decisions, but it ain't about fucking talking all the goddamn time. Look at Malcolm X, he did too much goddamn talking. Look at Muhammad Ali, too much goddamn talking. The Lord ended up fucking him up. All this damn talking about nothing, right? All this bragging, all this boasting, right? The Lord don't like a motherfucker who busy mouth, a gossipy person, a talkity person, right? You look at these women, all about talking. Even you men, you got women spirits on you. Instead of shutting the fuck up and listen, you want to act like a bitch. I'm reading Proverbs 17 and 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of what? Understanding. A man of understanding. You ain't always got to be talking, right? Especially when you come to the house of the Lord, you need to hold your peace. Proverbs 21 and 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. Why you think so many black men are in trouble? Because they don't know how to fucking calm their nerves and hold their mouths. Niggas always gotta prove themselves through speech. Look at the Benjamite tribe of Benjamin in Jamaica. Niggas that they specialize in that fucking hardcore disrespecting mouth shit. How many of them niggas just be getting killed? Lord clapping the shit out of Benjamin because they don't know how to hold a fucking peace. Look at Judah, same thing. Go to South Side, West Side, New York, California. These niggas on the internet arguing, don't know how to hold a fucking peace. And that's why they getting executed out here. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from what? Troubles. From troubles. Right? Every tribe is going through every tribe got a certain fucking curse on them. Some tribes, they got poverty. Other tribes, they don't know how to fucking hold their tongue. Other tribes are too prideful. Right? Other tribes got a sodomite spirit on them. Right? The Lord is tearing these people on earth up. Not just the children of Israel, because these tribes have, the curses have spread it. Right? And we in them times where Deuteronomy, it says the curses, the Lord gonna put the curses on our enemies, man. So our enemies right now, they running their mouths. So I watch so many white boys get knocked the fuck out. Right? Because they don't know how to keep their mouth closed. Matter of fact, let me get this other verse, man. This is the book of this is a beautiful one. Ecclesiastes 9 and 17. The words of wise men are heard in quiet, more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. Right? You got these foolish men who want to act boastful and talk loud, roar. And what happened? Their asses get zapped up. Right? But hey, even the motherfucking gangster says, niggas move in silence and violence, right? They move in silence, right? How did the mafia stay strong for so long? Because they were moving in silence. And then out of nowhere, you got this guy, John Gotti, who don't know how to fucking keep his mouth closed, right? Who don't know how to fucking keep his mouth closed. And what happened? That was the end of your Italian mafia, as you know it. It was a wrap. Ecclesiastes 9 and 17. The words of the wise men are heard in a quiet, more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. Right? This is the book of Proverbs 13 verse 3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. But he that openeth wide his lips shall have what? Destruction. Shall have destruction. Remember John Gotti? Right? We can think of a bunch of these motherfuckers who had a mouth on them where they can control their tongue. Where they at now? They rotting, their bodies is rotting in a fucking casket 6 feet underground. Snails eating on them, ants. Right? Motherfuckers putting flowers on their fucking tombstones. Right? That's what you got going on to these prideful ass people, man. They don't last long. Who don't know how to keep their mouths closed and quiet. Proverbs 13 and 3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. But he that openeth wide his lips shall what? Shall have destruction.